Hey guys, welcome back to the Real Southern Garden. I'm Sarah, and today we're talking about the best roses to grow in the South and beyond. But this is the 2026 edition. So I did a video like this a year ago and gave you my top picks for roses that are highly disease resistant that can put up with, I call it survivor for roses down here because boy, we've got every black spot strain there is known to man. We've got deer and pests, we've got humidity, we've got so many bugs, Japanese beetles love it, everything, we've got it here. I've grown roses all over the country, I've lived all over the country. Even though I'm a Southerner born and raised, I've lived in California. Much easier to grow roses in California, hands down, most of California anyway. I've grown roses in Chicago, I've grown them in Nashville. Yeah, Nashville is the South, but anyway, Atlanta is a very tough place to grow roses. My hometown of Houston, very tough place to grow roses. And certain varieties just do better than others. So I'm going to share those with you today. I've got a brand new one that made the list this year that I'm really excited about sharing with you guys. Also, please keep in mind that every rose I grow is highly fragrant and disease resistant. So if it's not highly fragrant, it doesn't make my list because I think there's too many beautiful flowers out there that don't have fragrance that are much easier to grow. So if I'm going to grow a rose, it's going to smell good. It's going to make it in my rose garden. Also keep in mind that I do still have a few varieties that I've had for several years. They started out in containers, like Iceberg is one of them. Not a great rose for the South, but it does remind me a lot of California and my time there. And even though she gets a ton of black spot here, she does bloom extremely profusely. Granted, sometimes she has no foliage and just blooms because of the black spot, but I do still have her in my garden. But as far as new additions go, this has been this way for about 3.5, 4 years now. If they're not highly disease resistant and highly fragrant, I don't buy them. So anyway, I'm going to share with you today what I know and what I love and what makes me happy over here in this rose garden. So let's get into this video.
All right, so here we go. The first one is Sunbelt Savannah. I love this rose. Look at the form of it. It's a hybrid tea, but it almost grows a little bit like a shrub rose. The smell is intoxicating. It is super healthy for me. I absolutely adore having this rose in my garden and we'll be adding more. I've got 2 of her. I'd like to have 10. She's a phenomenal rose and might be my first place winner at this point. She looks a little bit different in the fall. You can see her here. I don't even cut her back. I just let her sprawl and go. And in the South, she can get to be up to 7 to 8 feet tall. So down here, we really get a lot of bang for our buck with our roses. They just keep on growing. This is Sweet Mademoiselle. She is a new one for me. This is a second-year rose in my garden this year. Does really well against black spot, performs very well for me, highly fragrant, gorgeous rose, kind of like a more punched up kind of pink, a little bit of peach, and obviously she changes color with the seasons too, as all roses do in the garden. They are affected by cooler temperatures, warmer temperatures, and all of that, but I've got 2 of her. She is a hybrid tea. She definitely doesn't have the same beautiful form that Savannah Sunbelt has, but she's gorgeous and I would not be without her. So happy to grow her. Up next, we have Belinda's Dream, and I have been singing the praises of this rose for a very long time. What's fantastic about her, besides disease resistance, is that she's so floriferous and she will even bloom in the hottest part of the summer for me, July and August. She just keeps on going. I don't have any other rose that will do that. Most will take a break when it's really hot, just like we as gardeners like to do. The roses get tired, but not this one. She just keeps on going. Fantastic rose. Also has pretty good vase life inside as well. And you can see I have her in the right corner of this video. She's planted. There's 2 side by side. She also has a really large bloom, even larger than Sunbelt Savannah, probably about the same size as Sweet Mademoiselle, depending on the season. But She's a showstopper rose for me. Does get a tiny bit of black spot, but very little, and completely worth it to have. She's a Southern superstar. In this shot coming up, you can see just how beautiful she is. She kind of has a vase-like shape to her growth. It's pretty full. She can get a little spindly when the season progresses, but a beautiful rose. All right, up next we have blush Noisette. She was bred in Charleston way back in the 1800s. She's a short climber. For me, she'll get about 8 feet, depending on where I have her. I love this rose so much that I pulled a couple other roses that I had back here on this fence line where my dogs are and plugged in 2 more of the blush Noisettes, and I cannot wait to see them mature and take off. It's a bulletproof rose. It's highly fragrant, almost 0 black spot ever for me. Just does incredibly well. Also takes a lot of shade. You can put her in an area that has quite a bit of shade and she'll do just fine. I also have her here on my front arbor, as you can see, and I just won't be without this rose ever. Next, we have Sunbelt Plum Perfect, another Cordis rose. Lots of my roses are Cordis roses. This one stays a little bit shorter, but it's really a healthy rose for a purple. Those are hard to find. Next, we have Tatan, which is also another Cordis rose. I love the shades in this one. It's a Floribunda. It has a beautiful shape to it. I get peaches and oranges and apricots all rolled into one rose bush. It gets a little bit of black spot for me, but still makes my list because she does really well. And then just a quick shot of the rose garden when she is at her peak. I can't wait to see her like this again. I want to give an honorable mention to Earth Angel. This rose does get a little bit of black spot for me and gives me a little bit of trouble, but not too bad. And you really can't beat that gorgeous bloom on her. It takes her a couple years to get that cupped bloom, but there's nothing like her. And she's, of course, highly fragrant. Now, at the very front of my rose garden, you'll see I have some other more landscape roses plugged in there, but this is kind of the overview. I'll have a full tour in May of what the rose garden looks like this year.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know what roses you grow in your garden. And I also love to hear what does well for you, because sometimes I get ideas from you guys too. So we can all help each other here as rose gardeners and pass along the information that we know. So I'll see you guys back here next time in the next video right here at the Real Southern Garden. Bye, guys.